Hello and welcome to another Monday night wheezy recording of Gaming Garnish.
It's all that pepper.
I will be your host, Ben, joined by Brad.
Hello.
Joe.
Hello.
And Jake.
Hello.
We'll jump straight into what you're playing, I reckon. Joe, hit me.
You had to pick me, the man who's playing.
Yeah.
It's August time, so that means that I should have all the free time in the world, but all the chores along the year build up for me to do during August time. So I've not actually been playing that much. I've been doing a little bit more on Pokemon Soul Silver. Mm-hmm. I've got like 5 Kanto badges now. Changed up my team a little bit. Nice. Ready to go and finish the game off because I want to move on to some other game on the DS now. I can't.
You're not going to move on to another Pokemon.
No, doing another Pokemon. No. It takes too long.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've been playing a bit of DenshAttack. I downloaded that.
Oh, nice! I want to hear about it.
It's finally come out.
Surprisingly, it was only £20, and that includes 2 DLCs. The game on its own is only $15.99.
Wait, DLC already?
Wait,
it's got like expansion courses.
Like what? Just out now release? Or due to come out?
No, they're out now. You can buy. They're only like £1 extra each or something like that.
Fair enough.
But it's got all replay value. Really, you can play the game without those.
Yeah.
But I've only got like 2 levels further than I did on the demo. But it's so good. It's such a spectacle.
You were saying when you were playing the demo that there was like different trains.
Yes, you can get different trains. There's a whole.
I always forget if it trains.
Garage.
Yeah, cool.
But in this game, the full game, you can do train customization as well.
Oh,
so you can change the color, like the livery on it. There's like little decorations you can hang on it and stuff that you won't load.
Purely cosmetic.
Yeah, like the different trains have the different stats, but the decorations don't do anything.
Yeah, that's good though. That's how I'd prefer. Like Mario Kart did it, But
yeah, but like the stuff you can unlock by doing the different challenges on each track. So like, there's always one was like do it without crashing once, do a certain amount of tricks, get a certain amount of points, get it done under a certain time limit. There's like collectibles in levels. Like if you take the different paths, you'll pick up stuff like spray cans, like stunt markers where you got to do a specific trick in a certain place, and like a camera takes a photo of you, and then that gets saved into your internal memory as well. So like a cool moment saved forever.
That's cool.
You'll look back on it in 2 years like, what the hell was I playing back then? It's a trainer, doing a kickflip. What?
Until you run out of memory on your Switch and you have to delete everything. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Luckily, I think they're only like 720p, so they're all right. It's not a full 4K screenshot every time.
I'm surprised it's not 480.
I was going there.
Yeah.
But you're enjoying it. You're glad you bought it. Is it everything
definitely worth the money? I thought it was going to be a full price game, but when I saw it on the eShop, I was like, only £20. I mean.
Yeah, I expected it to be less than full price, but I don't think I expected it to be, £15, by the time you take out the DLC. I didn't expect it to be that cheap, so that's good.
It's not Mario level, is it? It's not your 80s,
but I'd say I'm getting more entertainment out of this than I did when I played Mario Kart World at my mate's house.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because it's just... Do you remember when I played Ollie Ollie World and I told you about how, you had that game that was like Ollie Ollie World where you're on a bike?
Yeah. Wheel World.
And stuff like Wheel World, that's it. It's got the same sort of vibe where you want to just keep replaying it and to do better. It's not just I've got to the end of the game now. I'm not going to play anymore. All the tracks are really fun. There's something interesting on each one. There's one I just defeated a giant mecha made out of trains.
Nice.
By firing its laser beams back at it. You can kick them back when you do a trick.
And I bet you'll love that.
It was so epic. Like in Ocarina of Time where you're hitting Ganondorf's little ball of energy back at him. It's like that.
Yeah, okay.
You're playing tennis while you're riding rails with a monorail train. It's so good.
So
there is a story behind it, but it's so easily ignorable.
Is there a story why the train can derail itself and do a kickflip?
Yeah, it's for a
Does it have a soul?
It's a dumb reason. It's like when we were wee lads and we were into cars and stuff, and you had car magazines. One of the characters runs a train trick magazine.
Okay,
right.
So people deck out the trains and they go and do these courses competing against each other. I mean, it doesn't say why the train can jump or anything like that.
Yeah,
but in the background of the story is humanity lives in these giant domes with they're called vac rail trains that go between just the domes. And everyone on the outside runs this whole bohemian train culture where everyone like does loads of customization, and it's like Fast and Furious but trains. It's great.
Okay.
Sick.
Except they're not robbing the bank and going to space, as far as I know. I've
Yeah.
not played the whole game yet.
Time
So
to come.
anything can happen.
Instead, they're fighting mechs made out of trains.
Yeah. And I
Wow,
have
here
seen
we
like there's a giant worm that fires baseballs that's also made out of like train parts.
I mean, it all sounds more realistic than Fast and Furious.
It really does.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
I see Vin Diesel pasted on a train. He's made it.
It's all about the family.
Yeah. But there is one other thing I've been playing on Switch 2, and it's with Courtney. We actually got into Just Dance. And it's
nice.
it's like the most intense workout I've ever bloody
Been
had.
there.
I actually know what you mean,
It's
yeah,
like-
because I got it.
I'm so
with Dulcie
sweaty,
once.
like at the end of it. It's worse than any going to the gym. Like, at least the
I've
gym's air
never-
conditioned. The
I've never
house is
played
not.
Just Dance. To be fair, though,
Oh.
like playing like Pistol Whip on the VR.
Oh,
to
yeah, that's
save.
knackering.
Yeah, except your
Yeah.
face is just dripping.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's just
good
when you
for
get onto
good
some of
fun.
them Eastern European tracks where they're like, you know, like Slavic style, you're doing like the kick ups from the ground. It's like, oh my God, I'm not
Yeah.
made for this. But it's so fun. And we
Good.
get really competitive against each other. Like, we're pretty evenly matched. Where you're normally
Well-
like 200 or 300 points between each other.
Hmm.
Like, and it's like, oh, if I only hit that one extra note, I've got like the mega star, which is like the perfect.
Do you have
I
to do
have a
it at the same
daughter.
time? Okay.
Yeah, you got a Joy-Con each.
Okay.
It tracks
I
your
see.
hand movement.
I have
It's
a
super
daughter,
tight.
and that is exactly the reason why I played it. It's not at all. It was just really good fun.
It is competitive though, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean,
And
Sophia was the reason.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I like that it tracks like the calories that each player is using. Like, obviously, it can't track like your legs and your offhand, but the hand that you are using and your arm motions. And if you have like your hands by your sides, it detects like your body movement, which I think the HD Rumble's really good for.
Hmm.
And it's really good at detecting timing as well, much better than on the Wii, which a youth club,
Yeah.
we do play it there sometimes. And it's like, you could just be stood still and it goes, oh, you got perfect score. How have you done that? You just waggle the Wiimote a bit. But it's like it can detect which way up the controller is, like whether it's in your palm or it's like pointed forward. It's really precise. It's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really good tech, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
genuinely
that's
never
me.
played a Just Dance, so I was never
Get on
very
it,
good
man.
at the dance mats. I was
Oh,
never good
yeah.
at
No,
those,
same.
so
I'm not good at coordinating my arms and my legs. So when it's got like a lot of like two things at the same time, it's like, I'll just stick to the arms because I'm going to fall over.
it's so funny because like certain rhythm games I like to think I'm pretty damn good at. Like Guitar Hero, I'm really good at. And any of like the piano tile ones or that,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
really
yeah,
good
yeah.
at that sort of thing. Like my hand-eye coordination's great. Throw feet in the mix.
Can't.
It's
That's why Jake's so good. 'cause
doesn't
he's a drummer.
happen. Yeah,
There you go. I wouldn't even say I'm that good.
Cool.
he's good with his
so-
feet, but not his arms.
We need to combine Jake into like a mech sort of formation.
Yes.
The perfect
Top-
Just Dancer.
Top half me, bottom half Jake.
Yes. All rhythm.
Cool. So if that's that, Jake, what have you been playing?
So I've actually been playing a game with Brad, another co-op game. We decided to give FPC Firebreak a go. So this is
Yeah.
by Remedy, same guys
it's-
as Alan Wake and Control.
It's in the Control universe, isn't
It
it?
is. Yeah.
Yes. So it's
Yeah.
in the, what's it called? The oldest house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're playing as like the
Like
bureau.
cleanup crew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like members of the bureau and you're a cleanup crew and you're trying to like, I didn't realize at the end of Control, the hiss is still a thing.
Mm.
They're still like running rampant in the oldest house.
Well, they've got to,
you're-
I suppose, for Control 2.
Well, yeah, there you go. I just thought in Control 2 they'd be back or it'd be something
I
else.
see, yeah.
But no, it's been ages since I've played Control.
Mm.
But the hiss is still like very apparent in the oldest house.
Mm.
You're a cleanup crew who's just going around cleaning up the messes,
Yeah.
I suppose.
And it plays very
anomalies.
much I want to say like a Left 4 Dead kind of.
Yes.
In the
Is it
sense
more like
that there's-
DayZ? Like the way it looks? Is it third person or first person?
No, it's first
it's
person.
It's first person.
Oh,
Imagine Left 4 Dead, and you're most of the way there, except you don't really have these special enemies as much because there's a lot
Yeah.
in Left 4 Dead. And in Left 4 Dead, you had like you picked one of 5 missions, didn't you? And then you had like, was it 4 checkpoints throughout a
Yeah, like
mission?
your safe rooms, yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't follow that structure. It's more like there's maybe 8 missions and there's you progress through. You basically progress from the beginning to the end. You do your thing, and then you kind of run back and escape. So
through an elevator.
So it's not like as long as a Left 4 Dead series of missions. It's more like contained. Maybe it takes half hour to an hour to run through each one. Would you say?
Yeah.
So you say you've got to get back to the entrance. You got like an element of extraction in there. Like you got to get stuff out of there. Or?
Kind of. Not
sort
really
of.
getting.
You're not
there
bringing,
are kind of.
yeah.
There are some
stuff
things
out.
you bring in. There are, because sometimes you kill enemies and they drop those canisters.
Yeah, but that's more
resources.
To like buy stuff outside of the game. So I suppose you can take them with you, but you're not taking anything in with you to lose.
Yeah, it's not like an extraction shooter in that sense.
Yeah.
But whatever you're doing, you do then have to get back to get out, and you get more XP for doing that and stuff. But the thing is, when this game came out, it wasn't very well received. And we wanted to play it, but we weren't too fussed for playing it, especially when it wasn't well received. The only reason we decided to pick it was because we were kind of between games. And we were thinking, well, Halo's coming out soon. We kind of want to play that. We had a few weeks between what we were playing. I think it was Ghost, what we were playing last. A few weeks between that and Halo. We thought, why not just jump in,
just
see how it's...
Yeah, Control Resonance coming out too.
Yeah.
We'll get back in the world for a bit.
Yeah.
And it's an okay game.
It's a very competently made game when you're playing it.
Yeah.
The
it's not like bugged or
feels
anything.
good.
Yeah.
There's loads of enemies on screen, which is really cool. I think for me, there wasn't enough content.
Not got the flair.
Is
It's
it
not so
only
much.
'cause
It
it's
has
in the
loads of
Control
flair.
world that you played it? If it was like any other IP, would you have just been like, not that?
Yeah, probably. You're probably right. Because
You're probably
this is the
right,
thing.
yeah.
So it does have the flair from the Control universe. Like one of the levels, you're going against loads of Post-it note men. Men made out Post-it notes. And it looks really cool.
And you find what's he called? Is it like Sticky something?
Sticky Summit, I can't remember what it's called though. And there's some really cool elements like that it brings in. But because there's not that many levels, you do find yourself repeating them quite a lot. But also the objectives within those levels are pretty bog standard, quite boring. And
a lot of time it's quite, I will say it's, as you said, it's very competently made in terms of the shooting feels good. The world feels in the Control universe, but it's not very good at telling you what to do.
No, it was pretty poor. Yeah.
So I think in that aspect, it's really bad at what it's doing.
What's the driving force of why do you want to go back and play it?
There kind of isn't one.
Oh, there's no upgrade paths. There's nothing.
There is there is upgrade paths. There's a few weapons you can unlock, not loads, but there is a few weapons, and then you can unlock ammo types for those weapons, like fire bullets and ice bullets and different stuff. And then there's perks you can unlock and upgrade, and there's a few things
it very
to do
slowly.
like that.
And considering there's only and I don't think there's 8 levels. I think there's only 6.
Maybe. And this is the problem, because there isn't a lot of content in that. You don't, you can just pick a difficulty, easy, medium, hard, and expert. And I suppose, and I think this is the same sort of problem Ghost had as well. All you're really doing is trying to level up so you can play the next difficulty.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not like there's a group of missions you can't do until you've got the stuff to do them because it's too hard. Yeah, so you've not really got the drive to do better because there's nothing, think of I don't know, Ark Raiders or something. You want to keep going back to it because there's new maps you want to get to because they're harder maps and you're not equipped to deal with them. And then you've got your missions to take you back in. And there's always
different things happen all the time. Whereas this, you just feel like you're repeating yourself.
Because we played on the harder difficulty, and it was even just the same, just more enemies, really, wasn't it?
Just loads more enemies. Yeah. We got so overwhelmed.
Yeah, because normal was actually...
We had that problem on Outriders with the difficulty, didn't we? You couldn't do the next difficulty until you'd unlocked a gun from the next difficulty to be able to do it with. So you had to go in with level stuff to be able to, you had to die to get stuff. To then be able to power yourself up to be able to do the difficulty. Was it a bit
you probably could have done it in Outriders. You probably could have done it another way, but it would have taken longer, maybe. But
they're very bullet spongy enemies in that game.
It's not so much like that, and that, as you've described there, is kind of like how it is in Ghost, because you need to get the resource that you can only get from the next level difficulty in order to progress. You didn't really have that in this, so we did try hard.
It's literally just XP,
Yeah, there wasn't really any reason to do it. So it did kind of get to the point where once we'd done all the missions, which probably only took us a couple of play sessions, by the third play session, we were playing the same missions. It kind of started to get pretty boring, and then we upped the difficulty, and it kept it a bit more interesting for a little bit, but it wasn't long.
It doesn't bring in like new enemies or like new scenarios in the maps or anything like that.
And this was kind of part of the problem. It didn't.
Just a bit of a dull loop then.
It did have different types of enemies, like the flying guys from Control came in.
Yeah, there was a few different ones, but they were kind of just normal enemies. The more interesting ones were what they called like the flying chair or the rubber duck.
Yeah.
The enemies that weren't enemies because you couldn't kill them, but they would like debuff you or do something to the world, and you'd have to hunt them down.
Control, like the anomalies from Control. Yes. Like an item that's just flying around. Like the rubber duck was quite funny because it was taunting me. It was following me around and like laughing at me.
Yeah,
like squeak at you.
Basically, it was like Squeak laughing at me.
So you have to like hunt them down and kill them with a certain weapon to like eradicate them. That was quite interesting. There was a few interesting mechanics. The kits that you had were interesting enough, but again, you didn't really unlock new stuff for your kits. So each kit, there was 3 classes you could pick from, and they each had an ult, but that was it. You couldn't get like multiple ults, or you couldn't augment the ults in any way. So the only thing you could really unlock was new weapons, which there wasn't really a lot, and they weren't exciting. They were just like assault rifle, shotgun, pistol.
Yeah.
And then new grenades.
Take that back right now.
I knew you'd say about that.
I'm sorry. But, where there was things that were less interesting and pretty uninspired, there were some really cool things. Like, I really liked the mechanic when you were getting ammo. So
yeah, I did actually.
If you went to an ammo station, you had to grab ammo. So it'd come up with like left and right bumpers. And there'd be like almost like a rhythm game. It'd be like,
it was like a list, yeah.
Yeah, L1, R1, 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 L1, L1, R1, R1, L1, L1. And you'd have to like press it, and as you were doing it, you're grabbing ammo.
Yeah, I'm awful at that.
It's each arm. I get it.
Yeah, but when it was like when you were getting surrounded by enemies, and it was the same thing for like fixing different equipment and stuff. When you were getting surrounded by enemies, you were trying to press it really quick, and you were messing it up, and that created a really cool sort of moment.
Yeah,
and there was a few fleeting things, like every now and then you'd have a really cool moment that would just work well and everything would come together. But for the most part, I would never recommend anyone bought it.
100%.
Right, yeah.
But it was on Game Pass and PlayStation Plus.
It was. And it was from the beginning, I think.
It wasn't a full price game, was it?
I don't think
so.
No,
I don't think so. I think it was like £30 to £40.
Oh,
when it first came out, which is to me is still too much for this.
Still steep.
Agreed.
When you can get DenshAttack for $15.99.
I would recommend if you have a group of friends, give it a go.
Only 3 though.
3, yeah, true.
Oh, is it a 3-player game again?
Yeah. But it is quite fun to just like jump into once or twice. But it's not something you would want to.
If you have one of the services and you have a game, and you were just looking for a game to play with some friends, it's a good one night.
Yeah,
fun.
Exactly. There's plenty of other similar sort of first-person co-op sort of games this that I would probably recommend over it.
I can't see many people sticking with it to get like the cooler weapons,
max upgrades
and stuff like that.
No, but what was the cooler weapon?
Yeah, the rifle.
Yeah,
like,
but
we didn't even know
shotgun. You've already said it.
But it was just a rifle. It's not like
it wasn't like a special rifle in any way.
They could have put some sort of like control elements into the weapons. Like, I don't know, like space-time bullets or something like that, where
there was
through a wall or something,
No, that's what I mean. There was nothing like that clever or cool. So it was it was a disappointment considering the run that Remedy have been on. But it worked as a game. It was functioning.
Yeah,
and its core mechanics worked.
At the same time as well, I think about like when it was coming out and it was trailing and stuff. Was anyone that hyped for it? It didn't really like make me feel disappointed with it because I wasn't expecting it a lot anyway.
True. And because the reviews weren't great.
Yeah.
What if this had been tacked on to the like a remaster of Control or something rather than being its own game? Would it have been worth the play?
I think so. I think actually that would have made more sense.
It plays so different to Control.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't think it would make sense in that way, but I get what you mean.
So do Mercenaries to Resident Evil.
Yeah,
they play completely different.
Yeah, but I mean,
be a standalone game.
This is a first-person shooter, whereas Control's third-person power-based action game.
In the same vein, in Resident Evil, there's portions where you're first-person and then third-person. In the same
only in the latest one. And the Mercenaries mode, you do play. It plays the same. You're just put in a scenario with more bullets and wave-based survival and all that business.
So I ask you, Brad, does that play the same?
No, but I mean,
because there's no survival horror in it. So
the moment-to-moment gameplay of moving your character and firing a weapon is exactly the same.
I know what you're getting now.
Like you can't
just winding you up.
You can't fly in this like Control. Yeah. You can't fling stuff at enemies.
Yeah.
There's no telekinesis or anything like that.
Is the Firebreak team alluded to in the game? Like they mentioned,
think so.
I don't think so, but it does kind of like set up the next game, I suppose, a little bit.
So they made a tweener.
It's more like a marketing ploy than an actual game.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably. But it's a shame. And it's a shame that they didn't have...
Sorry.
I was going to say it's a shame they didn't have any post-launch content, which they probably did plan for. But when we got to it, there was nothing new from when the game came out. Whereas I kind of was hoping that, we've waited 6 months or whatever it's been, or I can't remember how long it's been, but we've waited and it's kind of the same as it was when it first came out.
Did it only come out this year?
I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe it was 12 months ago. But
I think it was about this time last year, actually.
Yeah, probably.
Because I didn't hear anything about it when it came out. I only heard about it when a couple of my friends were saying, "Oh, get on this game because it's a 3-player." When we're looking for an extra player. I was like, I don't know what this is. Like, I'm good.
Anything else, Jake?
That's it from me. It was just an okay-ish game.
Yeah.
I can't say it was bad, but it just wasn't great either.
Yeah, I can't believe you didn't take my juicy segue somewhere because you guys were going to talk about that.
That is true.
What?
My juicy segue of Resident Evil. You just ignored it.
I'm sorry.
You see, there's a structure thought here because Brad's going to go next.
And then it'll be Ben.
And then I can pull him back.
Talk about it this week.
No. Yeah, we will. We will when we get to Ben.
Teasers for Resident Evil.
Okay, cool. Brad, what have you been playing?
So I'm
Resident Evil.
not for a few months, actually, but I'm happy to talk
you've been waiting.
With you. I'm going to do something that I've not done for a long time and talk about a game I'm currently playing rather than a game I've finished.
Whoa.
Okay.
Which is
you finally caught up?
I have.
So it's only August.
Finally talked about all the games I've played. So the game I'm going to talk about is a big one. Jake's going to be very happy.
Oh, I know what this is.
I think we all know what it is because I posted a video of me hoovering up some Mako the other day. So I've been playing Final Fantasy VII Part 2 Rebirth.
In case anybody's wondering, Jake did not undersell that hoovering crap. After I've seen a video of it, I did not realise how horrific it was.
I do want to put on record, we have taken the mick out of the hoovering section for a long time. It was awful, but it was like
it's only
twice. It probably takes up about a minute of the game in total across both sections.
It would have been the longest minute of my life.
The only problem is it's right at the start of the game.
Yeah.
I think that's just...
I used to switch off the players.
Yeah. I do think the hoovering up Mako thing, though, it does set you up with what's to come across the next, so far, 30 hours of gameplay into the game.
Guys.
Okay, so I'm not going to talk fully about the game because I've not finished it yet.
Activities.
Top level, I really like this game. I think it's really good. However, it's probably the only time I've ever played a game where I actively have to knock points off because of how much goddamn bloat is in this game. It's the most bloated game I've ever played, I've ever even seen. I think this is more bloated than anything I've even seen in life. And I've played Assassin's Creed. Yeah. But I played Valhalla and that was bloated and awful. I stopped playing it because of it. Whereas this I haven't, because when it's good, it's good. But it's absolutely, I don't even have the words to describe. It dumbfounds me when you get to a new location and all you have to do for the next hour and a half, 2 hours maybe, is pure mini games. Pure mini games. You get to Costa del Sol and you play a whole section as Cloud and Barrett where you have to do mini games around the resort to then swap to being Tifa and Aerith, where you do more mini games across the whole resort.
Yeah.
And then by the time you eventually get, in fact, going back even further, okay, this is because this is the stint of the game where it really set in. So you get to, what's it called, Junon?
Yes,
you get to Junon.
So. Yeah.
And from the moment you get to Upper Junon, you don't basically play the game. You do a whole section where you find a bunch of people so that you can do a parade. Yeah, that takes you about half an hour. You then got a half-hour cutscene of a parade with some QTE mini games. Then you go on a cruise.
Just leave it on and go have a brew. You got to be involved.
Then you go on a cruise, which is fine, and you get a whole Queen's Blood tournament. Now, I will say you don't have to do the Queen's Blood tournament. You can skip it, but I would recommend you did because it's a whole story thing. So then you play an hour of Queen's Blood. Then you get 20 minutes of gameplay because something happens. You get 20 minutes of gameplay. Okay. Then you land at Costa del Sol. Then you do about 45 minutes of mini games.
I didn't know Holland and Barrett was from Costa del Sol.
Then you switch to Tifa and Aerith. You do another 45 minutes of mini games. Blah 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 blah. And some of these mini games are take a picture of these cactuses. So you're just walking around in circles looking for these cactuars. And then the next mini game is find all these segways and return them to their parking bays. These are not fun mini games.
What's that got to do with stopping Sephiroth and taking over?
You do all that. Your next time you fight, boss battle. So I've not played the game for 3 hours.
You're not wrong.
And I'm like, how do I play this game? And the boss battles in the game are hard. They're really hard because it takes so much concentration. You can't do anything unless you have your any AP bar filled. You can't even use spells or items. So it's really, really hard to manage all your different gauges and stuff.
Was that your one episode bash of knee?
One episode. Jeez, I do it every week now.
But other than that, and I could genuinely talk for hours and hours and hours about these bad mini games. I've just done one where I was like a turret on the back of a car, and it does tell me I can skip it. It's bad. It doesn't play well.
Like the mini games,
you play as Barrett, and you're just after the
he is a turret,
the Dust Bowl thing. Yeah, and you're like shooting cars driving at you. It just pop up saying,
I don't like that.
It was bad. It was bad. It just plays badly. But then again, it even says you can skip this.
So that's one of the ones I wouldn't want to skip because it seems story relevant.
Well, I feel like I have to play it.
Yeah.
But the fact that it tells you can skip. When I got to the Golden Saucer, there's 5 locations you have to go to, each with their own mini game.
I mean, I kind of get the Golden Saucer. It's
and the Golden Saucer would be fine.
Yeah.
It's a theme park, but when you've done all the other ones,
I definitely get what you mean. And like when I think back to the game, I always think back of it, and I probably put on like rose-tinted glasses in many ways. Even playing the game, I'm forgetting about the mini games because I'm just enjoying the game.
The parade one, you have to find 10 groups of people, so you're just walking around till you hopefully find them. Now there's some funny.
I was going to say there's some funny bits.
It's like the Bold Man's pub.
Yeah, that was
funny.
What I'm taking from this, Brad, is that you would rather replace the really hard bosses with, valet parking mini games or
100%.
So it was at least consistent.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right the way through.
But
it sounds like you played WarioWare with a Final Fantasy skin.
Yeah. You're not even fun. There is so much. Now, I'm not doing like any of the side quests other than if I feel like I really need to. Just because I feel like the story is interesting. I want to get through that. So I feel like with doing all those, it would be even more bloated.
Do you at least get XP for the mini
30. 30. I don't think so. Yeah. Even like finding the chocobos. My God. It's the worst sneak up on something and wrangle it missions I've ever played in my life.
And that allows
I think Holland and Barrett sell chocobos.
Yeah. You have to get a new chocobo for every region because it's got a special ability. Now, you don't always have to do the mini game to get it, but every time you do, it's annoying.
You haven't even got to the worst one of those.
Surely not. I've just done the one by Cosmo Canyon.
Okay, I don't think that one was that bad.
It was just slow.
Yeah, because it's slow.
It was slow.
There's one in the next area.
Oh, no.
Where you have to like guide it through these plants that like explode if they touch it or something. And it's horrendously slow.
Yeah.
And that I was tearing my hair out that bit. Yeah. It just
doesn't need any of this. Like, it is genuinely not like what I would probably class so far as like a 9 out of 10 game. It's an 8, if not less.
You've covered this. They made one game into 3. What do you think they did?
Yes.
Yeah, but even without all those mini games, it would be a good length game. And I'd probably be more inclined to do the side quests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm really impressed with the like location variety. You know, all the different places look really good. And there's so many of them that you go into. And the cutscenes are really good. You know, it is.
Was the director a big Mario Party fan?
Maybe. He was not a fan of playing games. I'm telling you now. Yeah.
Maybe he just had ADHD.
I think it's mainly because the original has a lot of mini games in it.
Yeah.
And they've somewhat tried to replicate that. However, I mean, he's even come out, the director, and said there was too many mini games.
Yeah, there is.
And
You're welcome.
And it was too hard to get a platinum as well, because you had to like ace all of the mini games
Jesus
to get it.
Yeah, but
to be fair, they're obscene anyway in those games, aren't they?
Now I've got the rant out of the way. The rest of the game, and I will talk more about this when I've finished it, but generally the rest of the game so far is really good. I have my gripes with the combat, which I think is great on one hand, too much on the other hand. There's too much going on. And the fact that you can't really control the other characters when you're controlling a character, the other characters may be getting hit. And you can change to them and move them out of the way, but that's not always easy. And they just kind of run into the enemies and get hit a lot, and then they go down, and things like that can get a bit frustrating.
There are ways of fixing that.
I might need some tips, because sometimes, especially when it puts you against the boss with a character set that you're not really used to playing as, or you've not really spec'd into, and when you're against a flying boss and you've not got any range characters, it's really hard to just hit them. Like I found out how to dash into the sky as Cloud, which you have to roll and then hold square, and then it'll send you into the sky. It's the only way to do it. Yeah. But Tifa doesn't have an option like that. So if there's an enemy in the sky, you just can't hit them as Tifa. If you can't hit them, but if you can't hit them, you can't raise your AP bar, so you can't use your spells. So it's all this. It kind of gets in the way of itself a little bit. But when it all works and when you get on a bit of a roll with it, it's really good. And I am having a good time. I do want to finish it. I do want to keep playing it, which is good considering I had a couple of weeks off it not long ago, and I do want to go back to it. So
that's always a good sign.
Not sold this game to me at all, Ben. It sounds like a lot. It's starting to have to be aligned, and all the planets need to be in each other's equinoxes to be able to have a good time.
Couldn't think of anything worse from you guys' description. Really couldn't.
I don't think either of you two will enjoy it. I genuinely don't. Okay. Maybe you would, Joe, if you invested the time in the combat, but it's the mini games that put you off. I do think for you, Ben, I don't think it would be something you would enjoy at all.
Yeah.
It's the kind of thing that would put me off The Witcher if it made you do Gwent. Like if it was a forced thing, Gwent, every time.
But Queen's Blood is never forced. Actually, it is forced once.
Well, so is Gwent.
It's that like flow breaking game.
Yeah.
Like it just takes you out of everything the game's about so often.
And it's never just one. It's never one mini game. Like when I was in the Dust Bowl, again, I have to do 4 mini games in order to unlock Chocobo Racing, which is another mini game which I have to do in order to progress the story.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot.
It is. It is.
But
they get themselves into some weird shenanigans where they have to do these mini games.
But when I've finished it,
it's supposed to be mercenary.
I think I'm going to be very positive on it. Well, I'll discuss that later. Maybe I'll end up just ranting again about the mini games.
We love a rant.
Because I have to say, like, when I rated it, like, I basically gave it 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of like, oh, but what about all the mini games in the back of my head?
Yeah.
And in the end, I just really, I think I was on a high.
9.5.
I was, I'd probably say it's a 9.5, but I was on a high when I finished it. To like,
you should never rate a game as soon as you finished it, because all games are great right at the end.
There's also a whole subplot with Zach that I have no idea what's going on.
No, you won't by the end of the game as well. So
is there one from the PSV?
That does not change.
Yeah. What was that, Joe?
I think he's the one from the Crisis Core games on PSV.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's like I want to say when I spoke to Jake about it, it's an alternate universe that's going on at the same time, but it doesn't really explain it.
No, it doesn't.
So
I thought it was Cloud
hoping for the third game.
Yeah, you won't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find out.
We will.
Anything else, Brad?
No, that's been me. I've got that off my chest. Thank you.
Cool. Final fantasy.
Brilliant.
It won't be the final one.
No, it will not.
Kind of like Final Fantasy not being the Final Fantasy.
I do expect you to lead in with that next time now, Brad.
Final Fantasy Part 2.
Yeah.
Rebirth.
I've been playing more Palworld. I'm still going at it. I think it's great. I was just going to explain a little on how I'm doing it with a friend, and we're on a shared server, and we've just sort of come together to be one base now. So we're both working on the same base. That sounds ridiculous. We weren't before.
Is this server running on one of your many decommissioned PCs?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I looked down before because I heard him go into it because I can hear it spool up.
Oh, wow.
That's cool, though. So it's private server.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
nice.
It's just really good fun. I've really enjoyed it. I've got up to about level 40 now, so I think 80 is maximum. So I'm halfway in levels. I am having one glitch, and I think it's server related. I keep losing the shroud, or gaining more shroud. I keep unlocking parts of the map, and the next time I go on it, whether it's because I'm on a different device each time, I'm either on the Steam Deck or upstairs or downstairs PC. The shroud's back, and it is getting very frustrating. I go out again, and like the checkpoint style fast travels are unlocked. But
the map's still missing.
But the map's shroud. And so that's a little frustrating, but that could just be the way I'm playing it, to be fair. And the thing that I've been meaning to talk about that I didn't remember till last episode, halfway through, and just yelled it out. I finished Resident Evil 9. Yay!
So I can't remember what I talked about last time. It was so long ago. Well, tell me, what did you think?
I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the split between the two characters. Leon makes you feel very army-esque, shooty, killy, stabby,
roundhousey.
Blow on. Yeah, roundhousey. Chainsawy, that's also fun. And then, God, her name's just gone out of my head.
Her name is Grace.
Grace. And then Grace, complete opposite.
Yeah,
and
they've
done so well,
spectrum.
So well to show it. And silly little things like at some point, Leon gives Grace the Requiem revolver, which is a big magnum in it. And when she first fires it, she curses and starts shaking her hand off because she's a small person firing a really big gun. The details are really cool.
Yeah, really, really cool. Some of them, especially early on when you're in first person, you can see it all happening. You don't have to be in first person, but some of them are really cool. The only issue I had with just going to that like yin and yang part of Resident Evil, both ends of the spectrum, I kind of feel like, in my opinion, the Leon sections maybe go a bit too far. Now, let me explain.
As in Leon's ability, or as in how good you are?
As in Leon having a pistol joust on a motorcycle with one of the bosses.
No.
And then riding said motorcycle up a leaning skyscraper.
Perfectly acceptable for a 47-year-old man. Thank you very much. This is a Capcom game, right? So
this,
but when you've gone
I'm expecting this in a couple of years' time. I'll be riding my motorbike up a skyscraper.
Nice. It's and all that.
We just like maybe a bit too far for me because everything else is so grounded.
I've seen a lot of memes of people saying that he's actually Dante in disguise. Because like there's a lot of half edits where they got a very similar face and like graying hair.
I think ultimately though it was really good, and I found like the way it culminated at the end, where you are kind of swapping between them quite a lot. Yeah. That worked well because you didn't get the silly moments at the end. It
locked in pretty well, didn't it?
It did, and that's kind of what I wanted more throughout, rather than the Leon sections being, for the most part, still pretty grounded, but then randomly like way over the top. Maybe with less of that and a bit more of that sort of grounded sort of nature. I think that would have been better, like how they pulled it off at the end, because they really brought it back in. I thought it was going to go way off the rails, especially when you walk up to another, pristine white lab.
Yeah, always.
Here you go again, but it kept it together, I think.
I quite enjoyed how they did the liquor parts.
Yeah.
So, just in general, the whole sort of area worked quite well, like it's the lab type of thing. And them basically lickers are blind and they will not see you. And if you walk, you can walk past them, but it is the cringiest moment you have.
It's horrible,
Is it a bit like the Jurassic Park kitchen scene? Like with the raptors?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And I really, I don't really have a bad word to say about it, because I thought the over the top action was hilarious.
It was hilarious. It's just not. I didn't really want it to be hilarious.
Yeah, I think that's what will get me into the game.
Maybe. Yeah.
Is there a mode where you can just play the Leon bits back to back?
Yeah.
So yes, Leon Must Die. That's a DLC that's come out afterwards. That is the Mercenaries. So basically, they've linked all of the Leon parts via doors, and you're a bit more time-based, and you have to decide what path to take, because they sort of split off. You go for either door 1 or door 5. Door 5 takes you to number 6, but then you might only be able to go 7 or 8. But if you went door 1, you might jump to 9. Do you see? You've got to try and choose your path to get through it.
I've not played it, to be honest.
And it seems really good. I'm itching to go at it a little more. However, it's my friend that owns it. Damn it!
Damn.
I will buy it.
If only had it on PlayStation, you could do game share.
Yeah,
but it's very frustrating in the way that you could get right up until the end and just not have enough ammo to finish it, which is exactly what we did.
Really? So I had all the ammo
a few times. I mean the Leon Must Die bit.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. The Leon Must Die bit. We did a run, and it takes you 20, 25 minutes, maybe more. And we got to the last guy and was like, and that was the last pistol bullet. Now what?
But
get the hatchet out.
Playing the final boss, when obviously the globules appear and you have to shoot them.
Yep.
I was using I think you can use the SMG to just melt them, but I was just using my Requiem. Because I had so many bullets.
I was the mock. So it's me and 4 mates always play these games together, and 3 mates. There's 4 of us, and we all sort of take it in turns, deaths and parts kind of thing. And I get ridiculed because I am Mr. Survival guy. I will be like, don't use a Requiem against that, but it's a boss. Don't use it.
Yeah,
that's how we do. We save it later. Yeah. We save it, and we might need it, and then we get to the end, and I've got 100 bullets. I can't even fire them out in the time.
But what was I going to say? I was going to say something then, but
is it that powerful of a gun? It's like a one-shotting gun.
Oh yeah. The Magnum always has been through Resident Evils. It's the gun. So overall,
you gotta say, what did you think to the story?
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. It
ties in quite well with some of the early ones. Retcons a few things, but in quite an interesting. I liked some of the little Easter eggs that were really obvious as well for the Resident Evil fan. Yeah.
I think there was a good one that made me chuckle in. I think the original Resident Evil 2. They spelt Welcome Leon with 2 L's.
Okay.
And then in the next one, they put it up, and it had one L, but the spare L was on the desk.
Yeah.
And then in Requiem, they just had it on the floor with no L's in. So like these silly little things that they've done throughout.
I really enjoyed going back through, because you don't get to explore the whole of the police department, but you get to explore a big chunk of it, and it was quite cool going back to it and it just being basically the same as
trashed.
Trashed.
Just trashed. And I like the little things that they would even mock it. Like you go over and look at one of the old puzzles to get out of a door, like, oh, what a weird door that was.
Yeah.
It'd like mock it as you're going through. It's just really cool.
Yeah.
I do definitely think
the assets from the remake of Resident Evil 2. Like, is it the same?
Yeah, it's the same building. Yeah, and then just destroyed it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, except the bomb edit it.
Yeah,
that was the big difference. I think it was good. It did make me chuckle a little bit, as in Grace and the little girl, and then at the same time they released the name's gone out of my head, begins with P, with the little android girl.
Oh, Pragmata.
Yeah. At the same time they released Pragmata, so they were calling it Dad Simulator and Mum Simulator. That made me chuckle.
Yeah, very similar. Yeah, it's cool though. What do you think about the orphanage?
Oh gosh. Oh yeah. What you don't need is creepy blind children in anything.
The creepiest parts of horror, because I remember in Dead Space 2 that was the creepiest part of the whole.
That was creepy. Yeah. So the creepiest bit of this was when you were in like the basement, and you had the lights that you had to turn on, and you were being chased by the girl. You've all seen The Girl, right? Yeah.
It comes out of the ceiling at certain times when it shouldn't, and you were cornered most of the time trying to turn lights. It doesn't like light, so you turn the light on, it does that. In the orphanage early on, if you keep running back to the same light bulb, it jumps up and down to smash the bulb in the room.
Oh, you're talking about in the was that the orphanage? I know the bit you mean. Oh no, the medical center.
Medical center. Sorry, yeah. And
I believe so.
Actively tries to keep you out of the dash. Brilliant. I think they did really well with it. I'm really chuffed and can't wait to the next one.
Yeah, it was a very good game. Very good game.
Sounds like I highly recommend from both of you.
Too long.
No mini games.
Definitely.
Right.
Nope. No problems. I don't know. You had to unlock a few things, and
okay.
That's always a thing. Cool. So all that being said, I guess we'll move on to.
You're telling me there's no card game? It's got to go down.
No card game.
Yeah, you're right. Fail, don't play it.
I'm pretty sure there's probably Resident Evil trading cards you can buy in real life.
However, plenty of shotguns. Just saying.
There is a few shotguns, to be fair.
So we'll move on to the news.
But-ba-doo, it's the news.
So yeah, small news section.
Small news.
A couple of highlights, a couple of downlights. Not great, but
yeah, I think we're going to. Last time we said we were going to try and quickly go through it. Hopefully this time we do.
It will.
So quickly, some very good news. At San Diego Comic-Con, they had a God of War Laufey panel, and they announced the release date.
That was definitely Sony hitting the panic button.
100%.
Yeah.
Look over here.
Break glass. Yeah.
So can you tell me the exact date? Because I've got February written down.
It's February. I think it's 23rd. God of War Laufey release date. Quick Google. February 16th. It's not 23rd.
You're way off.
I went to say 26, so we would have got there. But cool, yeah. Way sooner than I thought.
Me too. I knew it was going to be early next year. Well, I say I knew. I expect it to be April.
Yeah.
But I was always hoping for February.
Gift it would be.
Yeah.
Laufey.
I know, but
I'll have to let the wife know that.
Cannot wait.
Yeah.
Just keep hinting all year.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great. Also, in God of War news, Cory Barlog did let slip that the next game is a Kratos-led game.
He did.
At the same thing, he was telling an anecdote, and he said something like, and then I was talking to the director of the next Kratos God of War game, and he was like, I wasn't meant to say that.
Crap.
A hybrid moment.
So yeah,
I guess this is a new scoop.
Should not have said that.
Yeah.
So he's announced the next game will be Kratos led. We already knew that anyway because he'd already said it, and they've also said it will lead. They've said it will lead directly on from Laufey.
Do we know if they're starting the development early on? Have they already started? Because obviously, story-wise, they're going to.
They've already started. Yeah, because that's what she was talking to the director of. So they've already started.
I'm interested to know when the trilogy remake is going to come out in relation to all this.
Yeah, and what that's going to be like.
Yeah, because if the trilogy remake sounded like it was only just starting this year.
Yeah.
So is that going to come out after the next Kratos game as well? I wonder.
Surely.
I think they're going to try and time it for the Amazon show.
Yeah.
I think that would make sense, but
I think you're right.
He didn't let slip about which pantheon of gods is next on the chopping block, did he?
No, but I think what they're going to do going forward, it's purely speculation, is rather than go to a pantheon, they're just going to bring them all in, like they are doing in Laufey with the sort of like underworld, the everywhere. I think it's the best way to do it. So otherwise, you restrict yourself for so many years to just one pantheon. Yeah. I think it makes more sense to just bring them all in, and
there's a lot of like,
from any.
There's a lot of travel, I imagine, because I'm assuming the way they've set it up, and kind of assuming this based on some things in the game, is that the pantheons are in the locations, so they've got to travel to so we'd have to travel from Norway to Egypt. Somehow
on a longboat.
Yeah, it could be done.
It could be done. Yeah.
Seas, the rivers.
Definitely,
anyone can do it.
Yeah.
Well, I think there was a tie-in comic for the 2018 one, and it pretty much says that he travelled through Egypt to get to Norway.
Really?
So he's already been
being like a prequel to 2018 God of War.
That'd be cool.
Well, we'll see. Cool.
We will see.
So next up, we have some other good news. Oh my God, what's happening in the gaming industry?
It's the only reason we did the news section this week, right?
There's some original Xbox games that are making the move over to PC. So, do you have the list, Brad?
I very much do. So it's only 4 at the moment. They have said there's going to be more. Basically, Xbox announced backwards compatibility on PC for Blinks. What's the subtitle?
Like
the Time Sweeper.
Game, wasn't it?
Yeah. So Blinks the Time Sweeper, Fusion Frenzy, love that game. Crimson Skies, High Road to Revenge, and Conquer. It's not loading there. Conquer Live and Reloaded. So that's the 4.
Thought Conquer, it's not loaded, was it subtitled?
Might as well be, I think.
Yeah,
but what's interesting about this, from what I've read, is the way they're doing it is through some sort of like Xbox 360 emulator running Xbox original games through the PC.
Yeah.
So it opens the door to Xbox 360 emulation and therefore backwards compatibility for Xbox original.
Not that people haven't already been doing that, but this is like
an official way is good. And I think they are also looking into being able to stream your own games that you own as well.
Yeah, I've heard a bit of that. Yeah, I think it's speculation at the minute, but
is it?
Well,
what do you mean like rip them from a disc into?
No, I'm sure I saw it was an announcement, or maybe it was speculation, where they're looking at a free streaming option where you can stream your own games via xCloud with ads. So it's your own game, you'd have to own it, but you stream it for free.
Speculation.
Pay for the service.
Yeah.
Speculation's the wrong word. I think you're right in the sense they've been talking about it, but it's not like a done deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Seems like a very roundabout way of doing it.
Yeah, but
we'll see. Hopefully, it's good for game preservation if they keep doing this. So
very
definitely.
True.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed it goes that way.
Combined with that, was it Project Positron or whatever that was rumored to happen? Like, could you eventually put original Xbox discs and 360 discs into your PC and play them through this service?
Maybe
if you had a disk drive,
Yeah.
What
are those?
I think we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
We don't know. That does lead me on to a bit more Xbox news, which it could go either way, being good or bad. They lost a court case in Brazil to a man who had his Xbox account hacked. And he lost all his games, and he's taken them to small claims court and represented himself, which you can do over there and not incur any legal fees if you represent yourself. And they lost to him.
Good.
They had like a team of lawyers on their side trying to argue the case that the games that he'd bought were license only. But in Brazil, they're classed as digital goods, which could set up a precedent for the rest of the world for digital purchases being ownership.
That's how they should be, isn't it?
It is how it should be, yeah.
This guy was hacked and he lost all his games.
Yeah, and Microsoft just said, well, you just have to buy them again, basically.
That's so ridiculous.
They've been charged for $400 worth of damages, which covers the cost of all the games, and they need to reinstate his account with all those games on it. So basically, he's earning the cost of his games back. Yeah.
And getting his games back.
Yeah.
Nice.
And to Microsoft,
they wanted to say, go
what's 400 quid to Microsoft?
Yeah.
Exactly. They could have just said, fine, whatever. But they didn't want to set the precedent of he owns the stuff.
Snowball.
Yeah.
Because then loads of other people are like, I've been hacked too. And rape themselves and get all their games.
For me though, you have to you are tied to their platform anyway, if you own it or not. So I can't see the problem. Like I'm always coming back to Xbox because my biggest library's here.
Yeah.
My biggest library.
If he has to buy all his games again, if he has to buy all his games again, he'd be like, all right, I'm buying them all on PlayStation.
Or PC.
Because I have to buy them again anyway. Or PC,
There is a little bit of news that came out of this as well, that Chinese courts have recognized that game accounts are inheritable property.
Cool.
So
that's interesting.
Down to your children.
Yeah, that's actually really interesting because I remember reading relatively recently that Steam had done something or changed some wording in their T's and C's that says they're not.
Oh, really?
So you can't pass your Steam account on, and you can't sell your Steam account and stuff.
I mean, all you got to do there is just have the login details and you win.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's easy enough to get around it, but but it is in their T's and
might
C's.
have come up from the digital ID asking for stuff to prove who you are to play them. Because obviously, if you're inheriting an older person's account and you're only young, you shouldn't be playing the stuff that's on there or whatever.
How is this person 150? It's
alive. But yeah, good steps taking in the ownership of digital media.
Yes, definitely. Cool.
The world's going to change, isn't it? It's got to.
Yeah,
definitely. I mean, what do they say about the piracy? If
nobody owns it,
if
Bayern's not owning,
piracy isn't stealing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So nice.
Well, absolutely fair enough. Anything else for news?
I'll end on a nice one as well, and keep it nice rather than doing all the negative news.
No puppies needed.
No puppies needed, or kittens, or rabbits, or whatever lovely animals. Anyway, Gears, E-Day. I nearly said Judgment Day then. That's a completely different game.
It's actually not a game.
Is it not? Well, it's Judgment. Just Judgment.
Gears Day's Terminator.
Yeah. Gears E-Day has had a beta.
So it was like an invite only event.
Yeah, for the multiplayer.
For the multiplayer and Horde Siege mode for content creators and stuff. We were not invited. But there is going to be a closed beta the weekend that this episode comes live. So I think it's the 6th to the 8th. There's a closed beta for anyone who's pre-ordered the game or has Game Pass. And then there's going to be an open beta the weekend after for everyone else for the same modes. So there has been a lot of content out there for the new Gears. A lot of content creators have been allowed to share the footage. I think the general reception has been really positive. Bit of old school Gears with a flavor of new stuff. The movement looks really good. The Gnasher looks really good. The best shotgun in gaming history.
Is that the
Would you agree, Ben?
The regular one?
The normal one.
It's pretty close.
It is.
So I still think the Doom Sawn-Off best one.
Doom Sawn-Off is very good.
I agree, to be fair.
Yeah, but the Gnasher just feels so good. Anyway, multiplayer, it's supposed to be really good. I've seen some people, some of the diehard fans, not like some aspects of it, but
they don't like things like Velcro to a wall anymore.
You do still Velcro to the wall, but you can't do it as quickly and on crack as you did in the old ones.
I just remember people
I
just remember people bouncing off the walls.
The more interesting one is the Horde Siege mode. Now, we still don't know if there's a normal Horde mode in the game. I like to think there will be, but that's not been announced yet. But the Horde Siege mode is this 12-player Horde mode where it sounds like you have 3 parties of 4, so you can only party up with 4 people still. But you have 3 parties, and then you basically all drop into different parts of this big map, and you do objectives. So you do cross over, but you've all got your own objectives to do. Do your objectives, and then I think you extract. It's kind of like an extraction shooter.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
But you're not like going in with loot that you risk losing and stuff. You're just dropping in, doing your objectives. You do have to extract to your helicopter, which I imagine you'll not get as much XP if you don't. I see it more as like how Helldivers isn't an extraction shooter, but I'd forgive you if you said it was.
You got to get the samples, man.
Okay.
Yeah. You're not losing anything. But, you know, so I think it's kind of like that. I think that's quite an interesting take.
Space Marine 2, you could maybe say it's similar to. Because if you fail,
no, because they're like missions though. This is more like an open. Yeah, but this is like an open map with objectives in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do hope there is a normal like wave 1 to 50 Horde mode. But we'll see. I know there is a shorter version of the Siege mode, which only takes like so long, and then there's a longer version which apparently can take up to like 2 or 3 hours.
Do you still get to put down like your traps and stuff, like your barbed wire?
Yeah, so you can still do that, and characters still have classes like they do in the later games, but you can also upgrade your weapon and armor and stuff outside of the game. So as you get items in game, like currency, you can then take them out and change your weapons and loadouts and stuff out, which is quite cool. They've also announced no battle pass, no season pass, nothing like that. All the content they've said is unlockable in the game through normal means, and isn't purchasable other than specific charity or collaboration events. So there's a Metallica skin that you have to pay for, but then all the cool skins are like in world. You don't have to pay for. You just unlock them. Good. So that's cool.
That is very good. Yeah.
I'm excited for it. Affairs that they have to mention that.
Yes,
definitely.
Welcome to the world.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited. After seeing these previews, I'm going to download the beta this weekend. See how it runs on the Series S and Rogue Ally.
Yes, that one. Yeah.
Cry a little bit when the S has a meltdown.
Yeah, and so does the Rogue. and then I have to buy. Notice how they've announced this beta for 5 days after the Xbox price hikes have gone live.
Yeah, of course. Well, as you can see, mine's an ornament.
Yeah, might be offering you a bit of cash for that.
Never. I'm a collector. Never.
One of my friends was looking at buying one for his missus, and I said, get in before August because they're going up. He didn't, and I have to buy it for 650 quid or whatever it is now.
Damn. That's to kick that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Cool. So I'll move on to the socials.
Yeah.
You can contact us at gaminggarnish@gmail.com.
It always throws me off when you say at gaminggarnish at. I do the same thing. But you know what I mean?
Nobody cares, Brad. Nobody cares. Now you've done the role, haven't you? Now I'm never going to get back on this.
Anyway,
you're still not selling it. You can contact us on any of the socials. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X. We're all over the spot. To be fair, Google us and you'll find us. Mm-hmm. Or join the Discord. That's the big one. There's always a conversation going on. You can stick a game on the wheel for us to play. There's always something fun happening. And also just like and subscribe. I hate saying it. I feel like my child. She just like, subscribe on everything. So just do it. Like us. Tell a friend. Do it all. Happy days. Let's move on. Special segment. So this... Okay, I want to say month. It's never month. I always want to say this month. This episode special segment was a bit of a nostalgia train.
Yeah.
We thought it was a good conversation to talk about our happy times of gaming, our good memories of.
Yeah.
It's been a very depressing year, hasn't it? So
at least last few months since we dropped Summer Games Fest. It's been not a good time. In gaming.
We triggered this a little bit in the Discord. We dropped a picture in just of which generations did you get into gaming at, and
it's all the generations.
All the generations. And that cut sort of spawned it. So thanks, guys. On the Discord.
So we just thought
who wants to go first?
I wrote a list. Am I the only one?
I have a list.
I did not.
I've got like 3 or 4 I can share.
Yeah. Well, do you want to go first? Want me to go first?
You've got a manufactured list. You can go.
I do.
You put in the legwork.
I did. So the first memory I've got is these are not in chronological order. These were as they came to my brain. Okay. So jumping off the back of talking about Gears of War. I can't remember how old we were. It was whenever the 360 came out. And that year for Christmas, me and Jake asked for an Xbox original.
Yes.
Because we really wanted one. We wanted to play Halo and stuff, and some of our friends had one. So we really wanted an Xbox original. We had PS2, and all that, and GameCubes and stuff, but we wanted an Xbox original. So that's what we asked for. And then that Christmas, we were getting our shared present. I think, did we know we were getting an Xbox? Had they told us they were getting an Xbox? So, I don't think it was a surprise. I mean, to
add to the story, obviously for anybody who's new to listen to this, me and Brad are brothers. We grew up together.
Yes.
Obviously. So I remember I was watching the Gears of War advert on TV, and obviously we were probably watching it with our dad there as well. And we were like, oh my God, that's so cool. That looks so good.
We played Warhammer. We played Warhammer and we kind of thought it looked the same. Like Space Marines.
I can get that jump. Yeah, definitely.
Big boys.
And we were talking about getting this Xbox. Anyway, I remember this memory is like locked into my brain. I just remember our dad going, what was that game that you really wanted? And I was like, not like Gears of War. And he was like, yeah, that's it. What console is it on? And I was like, oh, the Xbox 360. Yeah, we can't play it, obviously.
Yeah.
And I must have even looked at this computer screen. I just remember seeing it.
So you knew.
So
and this is news to me, by the way. I didn't know this.
Yeah. So I kind of kept that to myself. I don't.
Yeah.
To be fair, I still was surprised on the day. If you want to finish your story.
Well, I know we asked for the Xbox OG. I expected. I can't remember if they told us they were going to get us one. Whatever, it's going to be a joint present. But that's what I expected. So when I saw the box wrapped up, like, we're getting an Xbox. Great. When I opened it and I saw 360 written on the box, I mean,
Brad lost his
nearly died.
Yeah. I was, oh my God. And it had Gears of War in it.
Yep.
It was probably one of the best days of my life. It was immense. And then we obviously opened it. Didn't have to download anything back then.
Yeah, just put the disc straight in.
Played it. And I think it only took us a few days to complete it, because back then the games were so short. And I was actually a bit disappointed how short it was. But
you say that, Brad.
So good.
But are games short, or did you just have more free time?
No, it was like 5 hours. Gears of War 1's really short.
Is it really?
Yeah, but then
it's not long.
Then we played it on the hardest difficulty. We just kept playing it.
I remember saying like, Mom, look, if I hold B, chainsaw this guy off.
We were definitely not the required.
All the blood is on the screen.
We were definitely not the required age of 18.
No.
Let's say.
No.
Oh, but it was so good. Eat, let, and die. It was great. So obviously that was an immense memory, and I love that. But then also playing Gears of War in general, that was when we got into Xbox Live, because Xbox Live was a big thing. Getting gold and playing online with people. I'd never done anything like that before. Because
the one-sided headset they give you.
Oh, great! Covered in ketchup because you were playing
like
a
Bluetooth thing.
Getting all crusty.
I remember our first Xbox Live name was my full name, because I didn't realise.
Doxing yourself. I don't remember.
I didn't realise that was your name.
We could have our own accounts. But, so playing so much Gears of War, making friends online. Similarly aged friends, I may add. at 12 years old or whatever.
You would hope so.
At least he
so
told me
they say.
yeah. But such good times, such happy memories. Specifically Gears of War 360. Yeah, awesome.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
I might have a good one to come off the back of that. I mean, we'll move on in a sec because I don't want to hog it with mine and Brad's memories, but I remember when we got our Nintendo 64 as well.
Which, by the way, they sold to buy the 360.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they sold
because they needed the money, and it was apparently worth a lot.
They got £20 just for Pokemon Stadium 2.
Which at the time was low. Now is worth like £80.
Well, I think I saw it at that gaming market me and Joe went to.
Yeah.
And which was, it was the Nintendo 64 with the Pikachu on.
Oh, it was hundreds of pounds.
It was hundreds of pounds.
That's what we had. That's what we sold.
You had where you press the Pikachu's foot to turn it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, well.
But
it was worth it for the memories.
It was worth it for Gears of War, especially at the time where we were just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Gears of War.
Yeah, I don't care that you sold it.
What you had.
I'll chainsaw Pikachu in half, goddammit. so the Nintendo 64, I think we had a PS1 at the time. And obviously Pokemon's kicking off. We love Pokemon. We probably had the game. I think we had a Game Boy as well.
Yeah,
we did. We decided to save all our little pocket money up to, because we were even younger. We weren't even teenagers, I don't think, at this point.
No, definitely not.
To buy a Nintendo 64. So we were literally getting, I don't even know how much pocket money we were getting. We were probably getting like
£5 a week or something.
Yeah, £20 a month or something.
I don't even remember getting anything.
No, but anyway, we managed to save up this money in this just bucket, this like plastic bucket, like sweet bucket. And we were like, I think we'd saved like 60 quid or something. And I just remember we were showing it to our Nana, and she just went, you know what? And then I think she just put in like 20 or 40 quid into the bucket. She went, there you go. You can buy it now. And then I just remember Dad going, you can't do that. It's not
It's cheating the system.
That's what I would do as an adult man now.
And then obviously we went out to the shop and bought it, and it was that was ace. Yeah, thanks, Nana.
Lovely.
I feel like those moments are like few and far between now, because just no kids got $600 to buy an Xbox.
Your Nana throws 40 quid in the bucket, and you're like, thanks.
You can buy that now.
10% of the way there.
Game with that. That's 3 months worth of Game Pass.
Whilst Nana sat with no heating on.
It's the second tier of V-Bucks, thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Joe, you said
I have a similar console-related story. So I used to go to my dad's like every other weekend, and he had like an original PlayStation, and he also had like an Atari that had like the wood on it. And like the square black.
The Woody!
The Woody.
Jesus.
With
it's known as the Woody!
The joystick with the one red button, and that's all you had.
Yeah.
And it had like Centipede and stuff on it. But I was like, these games aren't that good compared to the PlayStation, Dad. Can I play one of those games? And he said, yeah, we can play this one. He showed me Resident Evil 1. And I was like 5 at the time.
Nice.
So he let me do like the first bit of the game where you run in from like the zombie dogs into the mansion. And like you get in and the doors close behind you, and like the really bad CGI zombie dog head comes through like the door. And I was like, I wonder what happens when the dogs go away. But every time you go to open the door, they come back. Like they bark through the door, and that like gave me nightmares for ages.
I mean, I remember playing Dino Crisis on the PS1. Again, too young for that, but it was dinosaurs. I was like, I like dinosaurs, and then just being
really
terrified.
And it's a survival horror.
Every time you go through the loading screen, like the door just opens really slowly in front of you, and it makes like it's all silent. And it goes, like as you go through it. And it's like, what's going to be on the other side? What's going to be on the other side? And it's like, it almost gave me like panic attacks. But looking back on it now, it must look really funny to my dad. Like, why is this young boy shaking at the TV? It's just a door.
Yeah, you see, he was going through the same thing.
Yeah, probably. It was because
he was going through the same thing. It was scary.
I remember our dad playing Doom 3 on the PC.
Yeah.
And terrified. I was terrified of that. And because his computer was like kind of out in the open in our house. So you could just walk past. And if he was ever playing Doom 3, I'd just avoid. looking at the screen. Oh my God.
It's really funny. Like we talk about, I've got a few memories here, and at least half of them involve our dad, who is not a gamer. He does not play games.
Before the 360 he was, and then he tried to play Gears and hated it because he couldn't do it, basically.
Yeah, but he did go back, actually. He bought an Xbox
One
X, didn't he? Like when PS5 came out, that sort of time. And he played through all the Gears of Wars somehow with a delayed soundbar. So every time he pulled the trigger, there was a delay before the shot went out. He played the whole thing. Madman. But,
I think he finished Gears 4 before he played Gears 5.
He only played a bit of 5, I think.
Yeah. He finished 4 before I finished 4.
But I've got a few stories there. So Ben, you go ahead.
I've got one. So I was adopted by disabled grandparents. That's how I grew up. So we didn't have a lot of money in the house. That's the lead in. I'm not looking for sympathy. So we never had a lot of money in the house as I was growing up. So there wasn't really a lot of space to get consoles, and they weren't. I mean, bear in mind I was an 80s, 90s kid. So it was a lot of money back then to have a console. And one of my early memories was one of my granddad's friends had kids, and basically they were well off, and they would literally just throw the toys out, which made everything hand-me-downs to me. Now this was great because I had like all the action men. I had all sorts, but I got like a massive. Does anybody remember the big hamper boxes?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, like from the milkman, the big hamper box that would happen. No, it was a nice thing. Yeah, so I had one of them full of Lego. Anyway, if you don't know what it is, so two of the hand-me-downs was a Amstrad CPC.
Oh, okay,
and that was
one with the tapes.
Yes, that was a half an hour loading tape.
We had to program the game to work.
That basically loaded 3 lines and a fence post, and they called it F1. And then you had like 3 spaces to move across, as the world was rolling towards you. And it was not a tree that you hit, I'm telling you that. But amazing. And then after that, now I thought it was that because so I must have been, God, I'll have been 5 at that point, and I had no idea, no perception of what it was, nothing. But that was my first lead in. And then after that, they got a Commodore 64 hand-me-down, and that was color screened, and that had amazing games on it. This is when gaming came into its own.
Amazing graphics.
I mean, there was no graphics.
Trees looked more like trees.
Yeah, they were defined. There were some really cool games. Dizzy Down the Rapids. There was some adventure Dizzy game. Dizzy was an egg.
Dizzy egg.
It was like platforming in its very early days, where you were there to be punished.
Yeah.
You had 3 lives and went back to the beginning, regardless if it took you 18 hours to get past.
The original Elden Ring.
Yeah. But the problem with them was if there was a tiny little bit of lint on the tape or a little bit of dust as you loaded it up, it took half an hour to load, so you'd go off and do something while it was loading. And when you came back, it crashed.
Oh, no.
So you got to start again. It was a hard childhood.
Bruise when you were younger.
So we always thought these were sort of broken in a way because it was just computing of the day. To be fair, it was 92 or something like that. It was.
We assumed that's why they were hand-me-downs, because they were broken.
Yeah. You'd assume that. So eventually, we got to the point where I was getting a Mega Drive, this was my first console bought for me.
Yeah, Genesis for the overseas.
My dad and my brother had a NES and stuff like that at their house, and we could play it. So eventually, my grandparents decided they were going to buy me this this Mega Drive, and I was so excited for it because they asked me, and I knew I was getting it. And bouncing. Christmas Day came. We turned it on, and it didn't work.
Oh no!
I had to sit and look at it for 2 days because nothing was open Boxing Day.
Memories.
Well, it leads into better ones.
Yeah.
But it was a tremendous console for me. I really enjoyed it. And it's one of the things, as you were saying, about dads not being into it. My granddad had no idea about gaming, nothing. But bless him, he always tried. He'd come and sit with me, and he'd have a go, and then he'd go,
"Are you winning, son?
So
I'm not playing this bloody thing."
What's this blue hedgehog's name again?
But
why is he blue?
He would come, spend hours at a time trying to play it with me and stuff like that. It was just such a good memory, even though the console led in to be broken. But yeah, it was that how he would make so much effort.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I've got a few more.
Back to Brad.
Back to me. So again, this involves the old father. I spent a lot of time playing Guitar Hero as a child, specifically Guitar Hero 3. Now it's funny, I play guitar, and I played guitar at the time, but I kind of just like put my guitar to the side. It's like, I'm not playing that anymore.
I want to play this plastic
guitar is where it's at.
Yeah.
Which eventually did come full circle and lead me back into playing guitar more and getting more into it. I was speaking to Lisa the other day, like Guitar Hero was kind of the genesis of me as the person I am today. The music I listen to, I think it was there was a lot of games soundtracks that I think are great, like SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 specifically. I didn't know at the time. It's only like afterwards that I'm like, oh, those songs are great. But Guitar Hero was when I really started getting into my music. Really started listening to like rock music, and that led me down to the stuff that I listen today. But obviously Guitar Hero worked well for me because I play guitar, but there was nothing for drums until
Rock Band.
came out.
In came the brother.
Yeah. So that Christmas that year, me and Jake again asked for a joint present of the Rock Band kit. That's what we got.
No small purchase that either. That was like a
it was a joint present. Like, it sounds like we had loads of money because we're getting Xbox 360s in the year they come out.
Once a year.
But it's once a year. It was a joint present. That was our present for the year. And we played that so much. I think Jake broke the drums, to be honest.
The drums do not work anymore.
And obviously,
with the force of an actual drum kit.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even think at the time I'd learnt the drums.
You just wanted to.
I wanted to.
Yeah. And also, if anyone knows anything about Jake, and if you've ever seen him play the drums, he doesn't play the drums like most people. He plays it with the force of 1,000 drums. he smacks the hell out of those skins.
Heavy hitter.
He cannot do it quietly, no matter how hard he tries. So
I can a little bit.
I
just like playing loud. It's great.
Yeah. And obviously that led on to Guitar Hero World Tour, which was a better drum kit.
That the cymbals. Yeah.
But I remember Rock Band, specifically, obviously playing a lot. But the reason why I've got this down as a specific memory is because they did DLC packs where you could buy like the whole album of like of a band.
I know where you're going.
And one year they brought out The Who Quadrophenia. My dad, our dad, is the biggest Who fan. Maybe not the biggest in the world, but he's up
I don't know. I think it'd be pretty close. Yeah.
He's got a tattoo sleeve of Tommy, as in the band Tommy, not his dog that he's named Tommy.
Yeah.
My middle name's Thomas. You've had my whole name now in this podcast. So I really don't. My middle name's Thomas because he wasn't allowed Tommy. Doesn't
he also have a Lambretta?
He has
4.
He has 2 Lambrettas and 2 Vespers, so 4 scooters. He has a whole Quadrophenia back tattoo.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
He is a massive The Who fan. So as soon as the Quadrophenia DLC was announced, he suddenly became interested in this plastic set of instruments that he'd been shouting at us to stop playing and focus on our real instruments for. Anyway, we set aside an afternoon.
I can only imagine how bad it sounded. Especially with the drums. The drums have just been like smacking plastic.
Didn't it come with a microphone as well, World Tour?
It did, yeah.
It did.
Now, when DLC came out, we never bought DLC. I don't think we were allowed to because it was like digital purchases.
It's not a real game.
Yeah. Well, they didn't like putting like the debit cards or credit cards on these things. But it's The Who, so my dad's gonna buy it. So we bought it. My dad rocked the vocals, I was on guitar, Jake was on drums, and we just played the whole thing. Now I didn't realize at the time I actually didn't know most of the songs from Quadrophenia. I knew a load of the Who songs, but I didn't know the ones from Quadrophenia. But still, played it, had a great time, and it was just I think we all ever did it once. But it was just a really good afternoon, the three of us jamming.
But then he also couldn't tell you off for playing loud because he'd be a hypocrite.
Yeah, exactly.
He joined in once.
My dad sings so loud. His voice is just naturally so loud as well. Yeah. Good time. Good time.
It was a very good time.
Jake, off the back of that, or are you?
I feel like we're just going to be talking about our dads the whole time. What is a good one? So I do remember, definitely not a massive tale, but if we're going to go off the back of our dad, he did play a lot of the PS1 with us, specifically Crash Bandicoot, and even more specifically Crash Team Racing. And we played that. We probably played that to death. And I remember the only way we managed to beat I think it's the third boss, which is is it Pinstripe? The guy who looks like the mafia rat. Yeah. The only way we managed to beat him is that my dad drove somehow off his map and skipped a whole section of the map. I don't know how he did it. We were like, oh my God, he's done it. He's got it.
But it was the same for Wrath of Cortex.
Maybe
the water boss. The water boss. None of us could do it. Like Crash was something we seemed to share, and every time there was a really hard boss, like the water boss on Wrath of Cortex or Pinstripe or even Nitro in Team Racing.
I think I managed to
take
Nitro.
It in turns. Yeah,
eventually
do it, and it was a nice experience. But sometimes Dad pulled through, but it always felt good when he couldn't do it. One of us did it.
Yeah, definitely.
That was always the best time.
Joe?
I have a Guitar Hero related story, but it was my friend Ryan who had the Explorer shaped guitar from Guitar Hero 2, but it also worked with Guitar Hero 3 on the 360. And he'd have the guitar because he actually played guitar, and I'd play with the controller because you could do
the
triggers, bumpers, and the A button. And you don't realize how quickly that runs down the batteries of a 360 controller because you just put double A's in the back of it.
Yeah.
And like no game is designed to have that much button pressing going on for like half an hour, 40 minutes at a time.
Yeah, of course.
And generally we'd get like the Poundland batteries. They'd last about an hour per two of them. So I developed a quick reload style system, popping out the back of the Xbox controller, ejecting the two things, just like shaking it on the floor, jamming another two in, and then put it back into the 360 controller between songs as we were picking. I was like, it felt like when you get that quick reload on
active reload.
It felt so good because it had a distinct button snap as you put it in as well, because it had like a spring-loaded button in the battery pack.
I remember.
As that went in, the light came on, and they had that cool like the X on the 360 controller was like metal, and all the light like shone through it when you turned it on. And the thing went round, bam! You play it 2 again. It's like, let's get going. Let's 40 minutes.
It's something as well with Guitar Hero, like you say about you playing the controller. For some reason, when ever since I started playing Guitar Hero, I always played the guitar like a bass. Remember, I'd always pick
you strummed up, didn't you?
Yeah. I don't know why.
You can strum both ways, Brad. It's fine. No one's going to judge you.
You can alternate strum. But
yes, exactly.
I always strum up.
I do remember on Guitar Hero, Brad, to get through the Fire and Flames, you taped down the orange
the
green button.
Still didn't do it.
I thought you did it in the end.
I got 80%. I never finished it.
You just didn't hit the green ones.
Yeah.
I thought you did do it on Expert.
Does it haunt you?
No, I never did it. When you finish the game, it plays through. I did Devil Went Down to Georgia. I did the final boss battle, I'm pretty sure. And then
that's
you play through.
The one you couldn't do on controller because it was the same button over and over again for a lot of it. And you can definitely break your controller doing that.
Yeah.
The bumpers were just mashed potato underneath.
You play through the Fire and Flames as the last credits and you can't fail it. But actually playing it, I only ever got 80%.
Damn.
It haunts you, doesn't it?
It does. That's Jake's Crash for.
He'll never platinum it. Yeah.
Definitely.
So, I have story after story after story, so I am picking, and I apologise to my friends that are probably listening, and I haven't mentioned them in today's nostalgia run. But one of my ones early on was a friend. Have you ever heard of a 32X for a Mega Drive?
Is that like the expansion thing that you can put CDs in?
No, that was the Mega CD. Oh. So it was like a transformer, a Mega Drive. You could literally put the Mega Drive 2 on top of a CD unit, and you could also put a unit in the top of it. And the unit in the top was a 32X. And they are mental money nowadays. They are crazy to find.
What did they do?
They made it a 32-bit.
Oh, so you could have like much more high definition.
They made it on a par with the original PlayStation or something along that lines.
Wow.
It was not that good.
Processing? Is that what that was?
It was just quicker, and you could get things like Doom on it.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
And at the time, obviously, everything was 2D side-scrolly, and Doom was a 3D-ish world.
Expensive, like £500.
I know.
Yeah.
That's mega money. Because I wanted one for the collection, and I went, I don't want one that much.
Oh. Buy the shell.
And I used to go around specifically, and this sounds terrible, but I wasn't really good friends with him, but he had a 32X, so I kept going.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. One of those.
And that's how I first played Doom. Doom was tremendous. But it leads me on to, I'll jump on to like the Mega Drive fail. It became
all your
the thing
stories
in our
have
house.
a depressing part.
Welcome to my life, Brad.
Roller coaster.
This was quite good though, because of the Mega Drive fail on Christmas Day, and my grandparents saw how heartbreaking it was and everything else, because I was just mortified staring at a box for a day. They made a thing that we would test everything before the day. So we would. I was growing up a little bit, and they were like, "Right, well, you're getting this, so you can get it out of the box, test it, make sure it all works, then put it back," and we put it away. Now, this happened when I had a PlayStation as well. So obviously the rule was check the disc out, check it, give the disc back. I never gave the disc back.
No.
I never, ever gave the disc back. There was Worms, there was Command and Conquer, there was all sorts. And then the problem was, because I'd played it for 6 months or something up until the point where I received it, I ruined the days, because I get there and I go,
how early did you get it? I thought you said it was the day before.
No, God no.
It was months before.
It was the money flow of a disabled person's house. So they would go, we'll get the presents now so that we're ready for Christmas, So it could be 4 months before.
Test it when it's bought and then it goes in the attic or whatever.
Manage the cash flow.
I would absolutely smash that game up until the day, and that would be when Grandad wanted to come and sit with me and play it with me, and I was really bored of it by then.
You have to pretend you don't know what you're doing.
Yep, I had to pretend all the way. No, that's not a saved game. No.
Why does it say 98%?
Exactly.
Oh, it works backwards. You start at 100.
Really hard to feign.
But it's like when me and Jake got our wrestling games taken off us.
I was just going to bring that up.
You go ahead. You tell the story. Yeah.
I can't remember if it was because we used to basically reenact the wrestling moves, which, we loved wrestling. At the start of every wrestling thing, it says, "Do not try this at home." Yeah. It's specifically aimed at the kids. 100%.
Because
you guys were on it.
We watched a bit of wrestling, but we didn't watch that much because we didn't have like the channels for wrestling. So our wrestling fix was mainly through the games.
Yeah, and the games are awesome.
Your parents have gone through so many tables.
SmackDown versus Raw was amazing.
That was the best one with the character customization. That was the
best one. Definitely. And it had loads in it. You had like, I won't go on about the games too much, but essentially, I think we were either wrestling or getting like so wound up about the game when we were fighting each other. I'm just going to assume we were wrestling each other. While
a lot of the time
we
were playing, like your friends would be round.
Yeah,
and you and your friend would team up against me most of the time. So I didn't take that kind of
Brad, when you guys all team up against me.
You still beat me. I was younger than them.
Yes.
I got destroyed constantly. So anyway,
we probably ended up wrestling over something like that. And then obviously my mum storms in Story about our mum this time.
Yeah, it is.
She's not very happy that we're wrestling and fighting over these games. So she's
typically not an angry person.
Definitely not. So she takes the game out and hides it in the house. Obviously, me and Brad are sat there like, oh, where's this game?
Grounded for like 2 weeks from the game or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, I think I ended up finding it the first day. Behind a cushion. Something under a sofa. Anyway, we put it back in and we decided we'll be good. We'll just play the game. And then my mum comes back in, tidying our room. Are you guys okay? You seem to have calmed down a bit. We're like, yeah. And we're trying to keep our eyes off the screen because we are playing wrestling.
The remote is on the other side of the room, so you can't put it on standby. Don't look up.
Oh, so good. I've got a few more. I've got a couple. These are shorter. The less anecdotal, like story based things. But I remember I used to play a lot of Smash Bros. Melee, GameCube.
Oh yeah.
A lot of Smash Bros. Like me and Jay, your friend Lewis used to come every Thursday. I don't know why I remember, but every Thursday he would come. And we would basically play the whole afternoon just playing Smash Bros. Always a great time. Always on what's the Zelda map? Temple
of Hyrule.
Yeah, Temple of Hyrule. Always playing that map, of course. Great. I used to play a lot with my friends as well. So I played a lot with my best friend at the time, Alex. Pretty much every time I was at his or he was at mine, we were playing Smash Bros. Or Fusion Frenzy, as we mentioned before. And I just remember back then it was harder to unlock characters, or it took longer to unlock characters compared to like
a number of like fights a lot of the time.
Yeah, or even specific things like would make you unlock them quicker. And there was always all the rumors, weren't there? Like if you hit 100% in the credit sequence, you got like a secret character. If you didn't know,
nobody.
No, it never happened. But it was always like rumors. And I remember thinking we'd unlocked all the characters, just assuming we had, and ended up popping out, the black silhouette, new fighter, new challenger. I'm like, oh, who's that? What the hell? And it was Marth. We thought, this guy's cool. He's got blue hair. He's got his sword. This guy's sick. And we probably failed. Yeah, we probably failed first time against him, but then got him afterwards. Like, this is amazing. Who's going to get to play as Marth? And we probably took it in turns. But not long later, new challenger approaches. Roy,
the superior one.
Far superior, and he has a flaming sword. My eyes lit up. Oh my God. But it was such a good moment because as kids, you tend to not want to share. But because we'd unlocked Marth and Roy, we both just took one. So my mate Alex was Marth. He mained Marth. I mained Roy. It was harmony. It was excellent.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. And it was because we unlocked them within quick succession of each other. It was like perfect. And it was just a lovely memory. Lovely memory shared.
God, I love Smash Brothers. It's such a good game.
Definitely. Loads of memories in Smash Bros.
Yeah. Specifically Melee. All of them definitely, but Melee I think was the peak.
Yeah, I remember.
Definitely Smash Ultimate. That's the best Smash Bros.
I don't think Melee is the best one, but I have the best memories of Melee.
Oh, right. Yeah, I see. Yeah.
I remember.
They did have the coolest adventure mode as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Mumbo I really like Brawl in the
I really like
the
Brawl one, yeah.
The Subspace Emissary.
Yeah.
That's my favourite story. But I remember Mum buying us that at the shop because we were good.
Yeah.
Walking around the shop.
Incentives. It's
yes.
So good.
Joe, do you have any more?
I have one more, and it's Halo related. I thought I'd bring it up because me and Jake are going to do campaign Evolved this week.
We are
PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I believe it's 4-player co-op, isn't it? Which is strange for a Halo campaign. But I feel like we might rinse through it at that speed with 4 people.
I think so. Yeah.
But me and my mate Ryan, again, we used to do what we call Legendary Relay. Because on the hardest difficulty, you die so often, it's more helpful if one person stays behind to be the respawn point.
Yes. Yeah.
And then whoever died gets to stay behind next time, and then you go forward.
Oh, that's a good way of doing it, actually.
There was a bit in the last level in the Pillar of Autumn where you open a door and there's like a bunch of flood down it, and the best way to deal with them all, because you don't get that much ammo, but your grenades respawn when you do. So I'd be like, right, throw 2 plasma grenades on my back, I'm going to run in and blow them all up. And then I'd blow up, and then I'd do the same to him, and he'd run in and he'd blow up. And we just did a chain of plasma explosions until we got through the corridor.
Was this on Halo 3?
No, this was on original.
I thought Pillar of Autumn was Halo 3 for some reason.
No, it's the last one before you do like the first Warthog run.
I see. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So before you get to the bit where you're blowing up the reactors and then you have to get in the Warthog, you land, is it called a Banshee? You'll land a Banshee in like the escape hatches. And that's where the level starts. Not long after that, you get to that tunnel I was talking about. And it was so funny because you kept hearing the Master Chief like death cries. And it's like...
piles of Master Chief.
Obviously yours is Halo 1, but I've got so many Halo 3 memories. Again, I could talk for ages. I completed that game on Legendary multiple times.
Yeah.
I had all the skulls. I knew all the glitches, how to get out the map. All the maps on the campaigns was like secret routes you could go and you'd glitch out. And
you had the Hayabusa armor with the katana.
The Hayabusa armor, I remember finding the naked dude in a cave.
Oh, yeah.
There was so much. I remember spending like multiple New Year's nights, like New Year's Eve, just playing custom games, lava pit, and races, and all the other stuff. Was it the duck hunt one where people ran left and right to snipe?
Yeah, this is the zombies one as well. That one
zombies one.
Oh, the one with Fat Daddy.
Infected.
Remember that one?
Yeah. Where they would walk really slowly. And they'd have to smash down. You would have to smash down the things, wouldn't you?
There was so much creativity back then on the Halo 3 Forged.
Yeah,
it's so remarkable that it never took off with the other ones, because it's not like they didn't put Forge in the other games.
No, I think it did on Reach. Yeah, on Reach it did, because you had Forge World, and I think that was also really successful. But after that, is Forge even in?
It was definitely
Infinite?
in 4.
I don't think it's in Halo Infinite.
No.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I feel like it is. Well, it's just kind of
I feel like that
non-existent.
warehouse map was like the best one for it.
Yeah.
Called Foundry, wasn't it? And then Sandbox was good. Sandbox was the one where it was like a big open sandy pit with a hole in the middle. So there was an underground bit, and then there was
to be fair, the elephant.
The Foundry was DLC, and that's one of the only DLC packs.
Right.
Yeah, but same with Sandbox as well. I remember getting that one.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I loved Halo again. Great memories of playing Halo.
And I remember when you made the levels in that, everything you put down had a cost, and you had a maximum cost for the level that you could have. So it made you get really creative with the way you placed some things.
Definitely.
Like bits of wall and stuff would act as like 3 different walls from different angles.
Yeah, I have similar memories from Halo, but it was my first flat. So my first flat was above a job centre and a Chinese, and we would still be up when the job centre was opening, playing all night.
Wow!
And it was one of the reasons why physical media is so almost important to me is because of, at the time, I do collect consoles and everything, but at the time this was like the biggest almost growing up memory of mine. I'd just got my first flat, and it was more like a dossing centre, really. Like all mates, they all had keys, they all just came by when they came by, it was just that's what it was.
Mates to get their own place sort of thing, so everyone just came to yours.
Yeah, everyone just came to mine.
There's an irony of this being above the job centre.
Yep, that was the joke. And it was a great place. We had such a laugh in there. But one of the things was we never really had a lot of money between me and the guy that we rented it. So we would go to the likes of Lee's Games in Morecambe and the other second-hand markets and stuff, and we would literally buy sin bin games that were just a $5 or
less.
Or less, because I already had the consoles. I had so many from collecting them. We would just any games would do, and this is how the collections built up, and it was just so much fun laughing at a terrible rally game that was this week's flavour. This is how we would do it, because we just sit and drink all week and play games.
That's where
that was it. Oh, absolutely, without a doubt. But several hours drinking and playing a game, and then go to the pub. That was your first flat.
On that rally game, did you ever play Don't Drink and Drive, where you had to finish your pint before the end of the lap?
No, we didn't.
We didn't.
Like the Mario Kart one.
We did. we did play a lot of Halo at that time, though. I think it might have been 2. I can't remember which one because hey, I was drinking. But we played a lot of Xbox. My original Xbox, we ended up getting a mate to hack it so it ran like a PC because they were really weirdly designed. And it was my media center. Friends would just bring round discs with music videos on. Because we didn't have the money for the TVs that had music videos. So it was my media center. It was great.
Yeah.
such a good time.
Awesome. All right.
So is that all of our...
I've got one more quick one.
Go on then. This
is my most recent one. So this was just a really nice experience I had. It was a couple of years ago when I was playing through Witcher 3. So, I mean, great game. And experiencing it for the first time was great. But I remember taking quite a bit of time off. It was over... I was playing it for a while, but specifically over Christmas, I had quite a bit of time off, like a week or two off before and after Christmas. And Lucy must have had time off at the same time. And we don't often, because we're pretty tired people, we usually go to bed at like a reasonable time, like 10. Maybe watch a TV show. By the time we've walked the dogs and done that, we come home, we watch one episode of TV, and we usually go to bed. On the weekend,
so very old.
I know. On the weekends, we usually don't get that much time to do anything.
And you still finish 3 games a week.
Usually out.
Somehow.
No. Anyway, so for whatever reason, this lead up till Christmas, because we were playing Witcher, we just ended up staying up till like midnight, 1 o'clock playing and just having a really good time. Because we didn't really care about waking up at God knows what time because we had nothing to do. And it was just sort of a lovely bubble of time where everything just kind of faded away outside of those moments of just playing till late at night, not caring the world, nothing else mattered.
That's what it's all about.
That's the best thing about gaming in winter, that because it goes dark at 4 o'clock and you don't know how long's passed. And you look down at your watch, it's like, it's 2 a.m. How long? We've been playing this since we got home. What the heck?
I've really struggled to recreate that in my adulthood because there's always something I need to be thinking about. But that really captured or recaptured that feeling of
that happened to us in COVID basically because we had to lock down, we had to not go out, do everything. But as a family, we kind of boot camped. We were in bed at regimented times. However, because of the sheer volume of time we were together in the house, we played games. We played Just Dance. That was my nice Just Dance memory. It was good exercise. It was good to do. We had such a laugh doing it. There's horrendous videos that my wife has of me dancing.
Share them in the Discord.
Absolutely not. There's probably really bad language. We won't go there.
Then you had time we had to go outside and bang pots and pans together. For the nurses.
Yeah.
I think it was similar for It Takes Two. We just ended up staying up really late one night. We were just having so much fun. Yeah. And that was during COVID too. I think we just looked at each other and went,
let's keep going.
Let's just keep going until we finish it.
We've had moments like that with other games. I think that's one special thing about playing with someone who doesn't play that often. But for me, The Witcher, that experience was like the best, the most distilled feeling. Yeah. But
it's hard to capture it these days.
You got to the end of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I think it was that period that I was talking about. It was when we were doing the Blood and Wine DLC.
Nice.
Okay.
Right.
So it was like right at the end. We've been playing it for a while, and it was a culmination of it all. And remember, we were watching like the different endings on YouTube at like midnight or whatever when we finished it. And it's not even finished. We've got to play more next year. Yeah. Right. I think with Coco barking.
Coco telling us,
she's telling us to stop.
It's time, Jake.
Before cool. So, we've been Gaming Garnish. Thank you very much for listening.
A nice end.
Yeah.
We're going on our stroll through memory lane.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think
definitely enjoy it.
It's definitely what games are about, isn't it? Making these memories.
Yeah, without a doubt. Mm-hmm. Without a doubt. That's why they're all in my loft. I get to bring them down and go, this was before your time. But yeah, thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.